Yo, Showbiz, we got Showbiz and we got Toni P in the building. What's good?
What's good, y'all?
What's going on?
Welcome to Creep-Life TV. This is part of the team right here.
Hold on. Keep going. Keep rolling the camera. But this is the shit that
First of all,
I'm fucking taking a sip of my wine and I got 2 strings of Jackie the horse here.
It ain't horse here, Negro.
Check this out. This is gonna be a topic right here that I think Showbiz you're gonna love. Toni P, I want the female perspective on it.
Okay.
The do's and don'ts while in a relationship. Okay?
Wait, can
The do's and don'ts while being in a relationship.
Yes.
There's no such thing as do's and don'ts in a relationship.
Okay, so tell me
It
this.
creates...
Wait, hold on.
Tell me this.
That doesn't even sound right. So everything is a go? There's no do's and don'ts?
There's no do's and don'ts. There's no yes and no's. It's, you know what you
better
do.
get out of
You
here.
know what respect you have
And
for
that's
your
the
partner.
problem.
And
That's the problem.
Communication through respect, Steve. Do's and don'ts.
Communication.
Tell me this.
The do's and don'ts.
Do you have something that you would never do personally while you're in a relationship? I'm going to ask one of you at a time. Showbiz. Do you have something that you would never do while you're in a relationship and something that you want your significant other to never do? Besides cheating, we know that those are things like that. But just tell me one.
Who cheats? Do's and don'ts in a relationship. People cheat all the time.
Right.
That's why there's open relationships. That's why there's open marriages.
Right. Okay. So let me give you an example. Do's and don'ts. Right. Are you okay with your significant other hanging out with male friends?
Why not?
Okay. So that's not a do or don't for you.
No.
Everything goes.
Everything goes.
Everything goes in your relationship.
Yes.
Toni P, how about you?
No, everything doesn't go.
Tell me something. Okay, so let's go back to it. Tell me something that you yourself would never do while in a relationship and something that you would want your man to never do.
You said not cheating, though, correct?
I mean, things that can lead to it. That's most of the time people are afraid of. Hiding things, stuff like that. Having friends on the side.
Okay, so it's not black and white, number one.
Okay.
That's number one. And number two, if there's no cheating, then usually there's nothing else. Everything should be pretty adult and grown up.
Okay, so if your man has a baby mother, can he get her a gift for Mother's Day?
Are they having sex?
No.
Absolutely. Why not?
Wow.
That's his kid's mother.
And Showbiz?
What does sex have to do with getting a person a gift for Mother's Day?
Okay, so because
But you know people
he's sleeping with this woman,
right?
Then be with her. Leave me alone and go be with her and buy her gifts. But if there's nothing going on and that's his friend, I absolutely respect the relationship. But now if he's sleeping with this woman, then please leave me alone.
Mother's Day.
Oh God. No.
Mother's Day.
Okay.
Wow.
I think
Mother's Day, Father's Day, birthdays, holidays, special occasions, anniversaries, stuff like that. Mother's Day, Father's Day in particular, I believe in a gift being given to the opposite parent.
Okay.
From the children, from you, it's not an argument, it's just a discussion. Now, on your birthday, do I have to make up for your birthday? Do I have to buy your outfit from the kids? Do I have to do that? No. Mother's Day? No, I'm just saying there's different types of gifts for different holidays. This was the person that had your child. He did not ask that.
This
was the person that had your child. And you said, are they sleeping together? Like, oh no, if he say, yo, oh, you know what, I'm not sleeping with her, we just stopped sleeping together, but I'm still buy a Mother's Day gift.
Listen, so then let me clear up. So then if anybody else feels that way and they didn't understand what I was saying, what I meant was if my significant other's child's mother, whatever, and if they they celebrate the holidays and he's used to buying her gifts and whatever, that's fine with me. I don't have a problem with that. I asked, are they sleeping together? Because you ask, usually sometimes, most of the time in most relationships, I know baby mothers and fathers usually are still sleeping together with, my kid's still 9, my kid is 9, I'm done with that, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I would hope that the other person is done with it. So maybe I wasn't clear. But I don't think it's a problem.
It's still not clear,
but Showbiz, you're actually saying there's no do's and don'ts. Right. If you're with a chick and she decides to go post certain pictures on Facebook and she's not really fully clothed and stuff like that, is that okay?
What you allow is what you accept.
You just said everything goes, so he's asking you about you.
Whatever you want to put up there, you have consequences in your relationship to deal with it. My whole thing is I can't write you a 110-page contract saying you can do this, you can't do that, you can do this, you can't do that. As an adult being in a committed, faithful relationship, you know what you can do in respect for your partner and what you can't do.
But some people,
great example.
So common, and your grandmother, mother, and everybody else.
Some people have this different standards of what should be.
All right. Well, my standards is, well, I allow my woman Toni P to be sitting in a room full of guys having this conversation dressed like that. No.
Okay, so
is that do's and don'ts? No, it's a level of respect for yourself. But knowing that the business that I had met her in before we got together.
Whoa! Hold on.
The way I met you will be the same way that you can continue going. If I met you in a business suit and now you're wearing, because it's hot outside, 80 degrees, Daisy Dukes with your titties halfway hanging out, the attention that you carry yourself with the attention that you will receive from the public. That's not saying.
And that's
bullshit,
you see, because I met a young lady the other day, and I hate to get this deep, who was raped and brutally beat, and she looks like a freaking girl who likes girls. So the way I dress has nothing to do with anything. I could dress like a dyke, a lesbian, or a boy. And you know what? If old boy over there felt like doing, he gonna do whatever, that's what he's gonna do. So please, do not tell me about being dressed a certain way.
The way you dress draws the attention that you sometimes don't want.
And you know what? I will agree on that, because if ass is out, but I feel like I could say that about men. I hate to see these fat niggas with their pants off their ass and they got their shirt off, or I hate to see taco meat. I hate a dude that think he mad pretty and he still got his shirt and shit on. Yo, nobody want to see all that. But you might not want to see me like that.
But you enjoyed Rick Ross. Once Rick Ross took off his shirt,
who told
everybody
you
started following him.
When
Rick Ross was 500 pounds, every black guy came out.
Everybody is following everyone's wave.
All right.
And what he has to realize is not everybody's following everyone's wave. And if you know me, you know I will what is that? Cut my nose to spite my face in a minute. And I
Listen. Do you find yourself, like, let's just say you're in a relationship, do you find yourself trying to pick and choose the events that you would bring your significant other to?
Absolutely, because I don't want no drama. Please, I don't want no drama.
So tell me what kind of thing, tell me what you're talking about. Like, it's like...
So if there were do's and don'ts,
yeah.
If there's communication and we know, okay, Brian, as my mate, would not appreciate me going out like this, even though I'm in the entertainment business. He did say that if that's how I met her, then that's how she got to do. But I would still hate for him to think that me dressing a certain way is going to it may get me the bad attention, but I'm still a grown woman, you know what I'm saying? And I know how to deviate those situations, but I do want to eliminate problems. So I know that if he doesn't like something, I'm going to eliminate that. I don't necessarily have to wear this suit or this, outfit to go out. I wear dresses all the time where they're like, yo, where you going? But the fact that I'm always on the scene, I have to be ready. I can't get ready. I gotta be ready when I'm on the scene. So I would respect my mate's decisions and what he thinks, and no, I don't want to go out, and if he thinks this is bad, I'm not gonna wear it. Because if he even has the slightest, if he's looking at me with the nose up, I'm like, oh, whoa, okay, what's up? Talk to me. Because now I'm not by myself anymore. Now when I'm by myself and my brother or my cousin be like, oh, you look stink, I'm like, okay, tell me what. They like, oh, it just looks stink. Oh, I'm out the door. But now if my man is like, yo, that looks, and usually they don't say that looks stink. They like, yo, go change your clothes. And you say, well, what's the problem? He may be militant where he's not going to give you an answer, or he may be like, yo, that just is, it don't look good. And usually it don't mean you look stink, because I used to debate, oh, what's the problem? I look bad, do I look this? It's just not appropriate, and they don't feel like they need to go on. And so through my learning, you cut it off and you go change your clothes if you're that person. I'm that person. Not every female is that person.
Right. So Toni P, do you think that going to certain things with your significant other, because I can tell you about me. Mm-hmm. I've been on vacation with my chick, or my ex really, but going to a club where generally singles go to clubs, or I don't want to say that only singles go to clubs. Mm-hmm. That was the worst time of my life, to be honest with you, because Just being in that environment where there's dudes, and I can't be mad at the dudes because they just see a chick. They don't know whether she's married, engaged, or what the status is, but they see her, they like her, and they're going to do what they got to do. I just didn't like the environment for a couple situation. Do you think that that's a problem? Do you think it's a problem?
The environment of the situation. Why did you put yourself in that situation?
I was learning, and I learned on the fly.
You being in a relationship.
Right.
That's like you going to a strip club, a gentleman's strip club with your mate.
Okay, so there you go. So now you're giving me the answer to the question. There are certain places that you would feel like skeptical bringing your chick to. Strip clubs.
I think it's just all about
tons of places. It's how comfortable you are with your partner. Me and my partner can go split 100 singles, and I can slap her, she can slap her, she can say you like that. Yep. That's ugly, but it's in respect. This day and age, we should learn how to carry ourselves better and put ourselves in different situations. If you feel that the place that you was going to was unsuitable for your spouse, you shouldn't be going to the spot. Now, if you're going with 25 guys to that strip club and your girlfriend drags along, that's a place that she's not supposed to be. That's like you and your boys in the basement watching the Super Bowl, and she has a spandex suit, so mom cooking chicken wings for y'all.
Exactly.
Cut the cake.
Now, how about privacy? Do you think that there's a certain level of privacy that should be maintained while you're in a relationship?
A relationship, a marriage, a commitment, short-term, temporary, and being in a temporary relationship, there should be a level of privacy. Being in a full-blown relationship, once you gave her access to certain things, your house, your keys, your bank account information, computer, she's paying bills, y'all considered a couple, y'all made that title, y'all made that commitment, y'all together, privacy should be off limits.
So she could go into your phone
she should be able to pick up your phone and say, you know what, Tony's calling you, Steve's calling you.
No, I'm talking about going to your phone, going to your settings, and
I don't think when a person starts invading your privacy, it's based on actions and stuff that you did.
Okay, so certain privacy should be maintained.
Because it's, again,
I don't think it's privacy, I think it's respect.
What you got to be clear on, you said it, but you deviated. You have to be clear on it's all about how comfortable you are in your relationship. And people don't understand that. Communication is so key. You just have to communicate. If you are comfortable in your relationship, like he said, you should be able to, oh, shorty, so-and-so calling your phone with no problem. You know what I'm saying? Because you're comfortable in your relationship.
Leave your phone home, Steve, for 24 hours with your girl in the house on the counter.
If you're comfortable in your relationship.
And see what will happen.
Look, nodding over here. They won't do it. Why?
Let her take the iPad to work. Let her take the iPad to work.
They're not comfortable in their relationship. And link it to your phone. They're not comfortable in their relationship.
But it's no such thing as comfortable in your relationship. There's different types of conversations that triggers different types of emotions. Just like right now.
People that's in relationships.
Right
and
now.
I'll say I was married. I'm married for 9 years, separated, whatever.
Okay.
And that's a long time to be married. And I've learned. I took all the things that I failed at in that marriage, and I took it and I dissected it. I said, you know what? I'm gonna learn from this.
Did you learn from your last relationship / marriage?
No, my marriage, honey. I'm legally married.
All right. So did you learn anything from yourself?
I'm telling you that I've dissected everything.
What did you learn?
I learned all the things that I failed at, all the things that I was too fast at talking. I'm telling you, you're still freaking talking. God damn it.
See, right now, I can tell you one thing you didn't learn.
No, I learned. You're just Brian, and you're not my husband or my man. Anyway, right. So, like I was saying. Okay, what I learned was there is certain things. I would not talk to my husband like that. Why? Because he's my husband or my man. I don't have a man right now. So any man in my presence, I talk to them the way they talk to me. You understand? So if you're going to talk to me a certain way, if I give you something, don't take it personal. It's because that's what you gave to me. So now if you gave me, yo, what's good, kid? You already know. I'm coming, what's good, son? But it's dudes who be like, this, how you doing, beautiful, whatever. And I give them that lady, oh, you know, I'm good. I'm well. Thank you for asking. So I give them my corporate mode. But then I got my homeboys who be like, oh, you act like a nigga. I'm like, yo, because y'all talk to me like I'm one of the boys. Like, so what I'm supposed to still be like, hey, you like this show? What up, kid? Like, come on, get out of here. But anyway, I learned a lot. I learned things that I will not do in my next relationship.
Listen. You learned.
Tony P,
I did
Showbiz.
learn that I do talk too much in a relationship.
Thank you.
Tony P and Showbiz. I gotta ask you this.
I'm sure you agree, but that's
I gotta ask you this. Listen. Can I get y'all to speak on open relationships And you can even go into, I don't know if you know anything about swinging and
open.
Does it seem appealing to you though? Do you know what they are?
Not at all.
It doesn't seem appealing.
It sounds like a coward way
I haven't did
to
my
say.
research
I haven't done enough research, but
I've been around people that are in full open relationships and they having the best marriage ever. Sometimes it works. Sometimes we have to go out the household to come back in the household to appreciate it.
Wow. That's some
But
sad
that's what it is. Look how many celebrities doing it. And they've been married 20, 30 years. Will Smith does it. Oprah does it. This one does it. That one does it. And this is known facts. But guess what? That keeps their relationship going.
Not to deviate from the subject, because you just mentioned Oprah. And she's one where I can say, all right, her being as powerful and rich as she is, I bet you she has a problem in relationships. And that's something to be spoken about. Like, women, I guess most of the time they're known to be the submissive ones in a relationship.
Because as we should.
But when somebody is rich and powerful like Oprah is, she's gonna have a difficult time finding.
She's not gonna have a difficult time.
Of course she is. Of course she is.
First of all, if the right man comes along and he's not a punk.
Well, he has not come around.
He can tame her. Exactly. He's not coming around. First of all.
Well, then that means he's rare. Does he exist?
Well, yes, they do exist. Like I said, somebody asked me to marry them. So obviously there's somebody who can tame you. Other things might come into play.
But guess what? If you're Oprah, she's a...
What does that mean? So you're trying to tell me that a successful woman with money and power cannot be a submissive woman?
It's difficult because you can't turn...
No, you don't know that.
Yes, they can't...
You're a man. You have a penis. You do not know that.
Oh,
it's a big difference.
Let's listen to our homeboy.
First of all, I don't have a penis.
And that's Toni P. So Toni P, listen. I happen to know that there's female cops that have husbands that's just regular guys, and they can't turn off that authority figure when they go home.
And that's sad.
They can't turn that off because they're a cop. That's part of their identity. And some of them get in trouble for pistol whipping their husbands, stuff like that.
It's not your identity.
But somebody like Oprah, she can't turn that off. She's bossing people around all day.
She was a pick-a-nanny prior to that.
But that's been a long time ago. She's big time Oprah with her own channel right now, and she can't turn that off.
Oprah would sit down and tell you that if the right man came along, who knows what the right man is, if she even likes a man, whoever the person is that came along who could respect her and match her equal. Doesn't mean they have to match her millions. No, not her equal, and that sounds crazy. Just match her, not even match her, compliment her. That's a better word. Compliment, because that's what we're supposed to do. As a wife, I should compliment my husband. I don't mean compliment. Oh, you're beautiful. I mean compliment and personality. We're a unit. You should bounce off me. I should bounce off you. You understand what I'm saying?
Never will happen.
Showbiz and Toni P.
Brian is just a fucking negative.
It's not negative when a person lives for national TV, millions and millions of people. She doesn't have normal cocktails like we do. She's traveling 364 days out of a year. But she's never home. She is a financially provided for many families.
That she could be loved the way she desires to be loved when she goes in her bed and she sleeps in her bed. She remembers when she didn't have shit. You wish that you could be loved the way you want to be loved. Absolutely, but
why not?
What do you mean, why not?
Why are you not getting the love that you deserve?
Because actually, you know what? I was looking at our show for the last time, and I want to clear something up. You said that you shouldn't be out looking for a man. Nobody's looking for a man. Because now if I say I'm not finding love, you're like, oh, don't look for it. I'm not looking for it. And I'm not going to find it until it's the right time. Same thing with
When is the right time?
Who knows?
There's
Whenever
no
that person...
the right time. The right somebody can walk right now.
Doesn't mean they're the right person. I'm around a whole bunch of men all the time.
Are you lonely?
Sometimes.
That's what it is.
No,
you haven't
I'm 37 years old.
You haven't been out of a relationship as long enough to understand.
I've been out of many relationships. My mother, let me tell you something. One thing my mother told me, and this is all my friends
better watch out.
Absolutely. I'm 37 years old. My son is 9, so that means I waited a long time to have my children.
And I was able to travel. Been alone long enough to understand what you want and what you don't want.
First of all, I've lived on my own.
What was your last
relationship? I've traveled, without men.
when was your last relationship?
Again.
Not situationship. When was the last time that you felt?
Situations. And number two,
I don't be in situations.
I don't be in situations. Either I mess with you or I don't. That's it. And number two, like I said, I was married for 9 years. I'm still married. I'm separated. So I've been separated now 3 years without any situations, my dude, or boyfriends or anything. Because again, I have a son. So he's looking at me and I want him to see me in a certain way. So having boyfriends and all of that is a no-no, okay, at the moment. So now, again, brother, I'm 37, I've been in a lot of situations, and I've been by myself many times, on my own, done my own thing, not saying that I didn't want to.
You're not answering the question.
So what's your question?
My question is, how long have you been physically not dealing with nobody, not talking to no guy, not going to dinner, not doing anything? Being by yourself, understanding your worth and what you want. Like me, I can say I've been married 13 and a half years.
That's a long
Have
time.
I physically been by myself to understand what I need, I want? No, because you get lonely, temptation, the devil comes in, you go to bars, you meet certain people, you have situationships, you have flirtationships, you have conversationships. And it happens.
But conversations
lead to situations.
Nothing. No, that's what you allow.
Conversations lead to situations. And in the business that you're in,
there's no time for situations.
Okay. So listen,
money. I'm trying to get gigs. I'm trying
Toni
to
P and Showbiz, I appreciate your thoughts, and we want the subscribers to go out and subscribe.
Please subscribe.
And we'll catch you on the next clip.